I'd have to say that it's almost a completely different bike.
Here we are, 5 years down the track, and it's new Ténéré 700 time.
Over 100 different things have changed on the new Ténéré. Now,
Let's keep going along here.
It has ABS off and traction control.
What do you think of the new changes?
So many. The tank, the suspension.
So you've got soft, medium, hard. We've set them all between medium and hard. Yep. So all the clickers are done. No more information. People ask where we're going. I'll tell you when we get there.
But the easiest way at the moment is just hold that ABS button in.
3 seconds.
3 seconds and it'll turn the whole lot off.
Yeah, this isn't a sticker renewal, this isn't a colour change. This bike has truckloads, absolute truckloads of modifications.
And the big call from Yamaha is, it's what everybody asked for. Facebook user groups, customers, dealers, the tech changes they wanted. You've got riding modes now. You've got a new TFT dash up there as well. You've got more easily switchable ABS and traction control. And then after that, new ergos, new details. Just everywhere you look on that bike, when you look real close, lots of little tiny updates, which gives you a more modern, more updated, little bit lighter and agile feeling Ténéré 700 to ride. Good times, let's keep going.
I'll pick the top changes that I believe have happened to this bike.
Yep.
Starting with the fuel tank, which is now a lower top and it's been moved slightly forward, so the weight transfer is improved.
Yep.
That tank's further forward nearly an inch.
Yeah, okay.
The front end feels more planted. It feels a little bit more like a world rate.
The centre of gravity has been lowered and moved forward, and it really adds to the handling and the poise of the bike. That's a huge shift. It really changes how you ride it. Don't worry about the electronics, think about the other things that are on this. The suspension on this doesn't need to be touched, whereas the previous model you had to do some work on it.
I've got to give a special mention to the suspension because it's been tweaked and it's just so much better than the old one. For a guy of my size, I'm about 105 kilos, the old Ténéré ran out of suspension travel relatively quickly for me. This thing, not so. It's really, I can't praise it highly enough. I guess the confidence that it gave me too, going through some of the trails that we went through today and yesterday, it just let me approach stuff and conquer stuff that I probably wouldn't have done by myself.
And the other thing is, you know, you've got preload, which is a great improvement to have 15 mils of preload, and you've got rebound and compression damping as well.
You know, most guys who come from a dirt bike background, that's a kind of cool thing. You feel like you can sit down and tip it into corners rather than your classic adventure. Oh, here comes a corner, let me stand up. That was a really big thing. While we're talking ergos, they've adopted the massive foot pegs that came from the World Raid. That's cool. By having these bigger pegs, slightly wider, it gives you a really nice planted feel on the bike. And as a result, you can move around the cockpit a lot more.
This bike's actually taken work out of our workshop because our builds used to be pretty intense. Suspension would be a way that the whole of things were changing. We've just done our first build for our first 2025.
Yep.
We only put some springs in it. We haven't changed any valve in suspension, which is new to us, and it's great. I rode it again today. The crash bars, and it's a pretty simple build nowadays.
Yeah.
A set of our racks, we developed our own racks for the back, and yeah, so it's a easy build.
Little things, a lot of little things that people have been asking for. Just living with the bike is so much easier now because you've got this one-piece screen. Previously it was a three-piece, so if you want to get behind to clean it, for example, it just comes off as one piece.
Yep.
Flip up fuel cap.
Yes.
Previously that was a
One used to
removable
come
one.
off. Yeah. Yep.
And people used to drop them and lose them and so forth, so that's a good feature.
New switch blocks, okay, the old one looked old school actually. These switch blocks are kind of cool and functional. So you've got a joystick, you've got a mode button. It's kind of easy. It took me probably 5 or 10 minutes to get used to it.
The previous one had a scroll wheel that no one really loved. That's been ditched in favour of the joystick over here on the left-hand side. You know, we could have thrown the whole package at it, but we didn't because we wanted to retain that simple, basic, you know, it does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.